I mean, I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna stick with the American Revolution just because it's convenient. But I'm not gonna do it in the way that you think, because I want to talk about the musical Hamilton. Have you seen it?
No.
So Hamilton's he's one of the lesser known founding forefathers, Alexander Hamilton, and the musical Hamilton is about him and his life, and it's magnificent. It's really very, very, very
Is it
good.
a recent musical?
Yes, it's very, very recent. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Original music.
Yeah, original music, and that's actually
On the stage or in the film?
on a stage. No, I mean it's right. I mean,
they've
like
made a
I think
movie
this
yet.
is going to be like shooting fish in a barrel for me a little bit, because my fact is it's about this particular thing, and it's obvious you haven't even heard of it. But what it is it uses rap and hip hop
Oh,
to tell the
my.
founding forefathers' story, and it's very, very good, and it's historically accurate and 99% historically accurate, and it's very well researched, and it's very well put together, and it's beautifully staged, and it echoes a little bit of Les Mis, because obviously Les Mis is the French Revolution, and Hamilton is the American Revolution, and the kind of lead up to it, and the aftermath. But it's very dense. I'd say it's like 2.5 hours long. But it's very
Sure.
dense. It feels really heavy. There's a lot of information in it. There's a lot of, there's very little talking. They musical and rapping and hip hop the entire time. And and in fact, my fact about it, and this is, as I say, going to be a little bit like shooting fish in a barrel, is that the musical Hamilton is in fact the wordiest musical ever written. Yeah.
Oh, lovely little interesting fact. What odd data you've got there. Wow.
Yeah.
Wordiest, yeah. From what you're saying, especially with the hip hop thing and rap, and sometimes the challenge of like Eminem to the most words in a song ever, like fastest rapping ever. That's cool.
But you think about some of the classic musical, Pirates of Penzance. I am the very model of a modern major general. There's
And,
quite a lot of words
all
in
the
some of
colours
the.
mentioned in the one song. I know.
Joseph's Technicolor Dreamcoat. Yeah.
All those colours, yeah.
Faded into darkness, and I was left alone.
I love
But
that.
yeah, so there you are. That's a.
That's lovely. Musicals like Evita, that's sort of longish and drawn outish and doesn't seem to be very wordy. And that's one thing I could compare it to. But I'd say the answer is yes. It is the wordiest musical of all time. Hamilton is one I have not seen, full of hip hop and rap about a founding father that we know, the lesser known founding father.
It's very good. It's on Netflix. So if you get an
really?
opportunity to see it, it's on Netflix. But it is in fact the wordiest musical ever written.
Good fact.
Like Oklahoma, 59 words per minute. Pirates of Penzance, 58 words per minute. Phantom of the Opera, 77 words per minute.
Words per minute.
Yeah. But because it's so fast, right? So it's 2.5 hours. And Hamilton's 144 words per minute.
Oh, it crushed it.
Yeah.
It
So
crushed it.
144 words per minute, and because it's so fast, like if you were to do it at normal speed of the average Broadway show, it would take about 5 hours to finish.
Sure.
So they managed to fit in, like twice as many words, twice as much information. So when you watch it, it's pretty dense.
I've got a question about it. It must be
Okay.
quite a draining experience to watch all those words. I'm ready when you are.
Okay.
Well then, okay. Well, with so many words per minute, it must be like quite a draining experience to like watch it. You must feel tired afterwards.
I watched it in 2 sessions.
Ah,
So I'd imagine, if you go live, there is an interval, and I think if you watch it on TV, you don't watch it with an interval. We don't watch things with intervals anymore. I think the last movie I remember that used to have an interval was Titanic. Do you remember Titanic had an interval? Yeah.
Back to the Future did as well.
Did it?
Yeah.
I feel like Back to the Future was pushing their luck a little bit. Like they didn't 1 hour 25 or whatever it was.
An interval, yeah, those were the days.
Yeah, and then intermission, and then the curtain would come down over the screen like it was a theater play. And now I feel fucking old. Like really, really
man.
old.
Yeah, intermission, Marx Park. Well, Back to the Future, that was controversial when that second one ended, because it was ended on a cliffhanger. It's like, what? You can't end a movie like this. Coming soon, Back to the Future 3. And they showed you a little crazy.
It wasn't really a cliffhanger, though. I mean,
No.
it was more a throw forward. It was what Marvel movies do now.
Oh,
You know, where they have that last scene at the end of the credits,
Ah.
and they kind of show you something that's coming from a movie in the future. It was more that than an actual cliffhanger.
yes. It wasn't a nice resolved ending, though. I think there was a bit of an outcry about that, wasn't there?
No, I mean,
Back-
I don't.
this
There
is-
may have been an outcry because people
Number
were
3 was like
snowflakes
a
back
Western
then.
one.
That's
Western
right.
one, eh? It
That's
was-
right. Yeah. People were snowflakes back then. No, they'd resolved the future thing because it was all about how Biff Tannen got the almanac. And then he made himself really rich. So in the future, now he's broken the future because in the future now he's a billionaire and he rules the world. But he's Biff Tannen, who's a bit of an asshole. So then why are we talking about Back to the Future
Exactly.
during
Why-
the
how did this
Revolution?
happen? Okay, so tiring.
Oh, yeah, so we're talking about
Tiring
Hamilton. Yeah, Hamilton. Anyway, it can be a bit tiring, but it is very, very good. And you learn a thing or two about Alexander Hamilton.
That's fantastic.